Hi everyone, I hope that you guys are doing amazing wherever you are in the world. My name is Shikha and I welcome you to my channel. As always, I'm so grateful that you're listening, subscribing, and commenting. I really appreciate the support. In this one, I want to speak to you guys about an expansion of something that I've spoken about earlier. I did a video a couple of days ago about how we need our at least minimum 3 to 4 hours in the morning to recharge ourselves and to be by ourselves so that we can go through the day and not feel like we want to kill someone. But I actually thought that it would be a really good idea to kind of expand on it a bit and use this annoyance that we feel when we are around people or around anything really, and to use that as an indicator that we haven't gotten enough rest or that we are on the point or verge of exhaustion or burnout or energy depletion. Now, a lot of us, what we do, I think as individuals or as people in general, is that we power through things. I hate that word. I really despise it because powering through means you're ignoring the signs and signals that your body is telling you. So your body's like, oh, I have a headache. Oh, let's just power through. Let's just have a Tylenol and power through. No, don't power through that. Your body is trying to tell you something. Your brain, your mind is telling you something, that perhaps you're dehydrated, you need water, perhaps that you've been staring at your screen for too long, you need a little break, you go outside, look at the sunshine for a bit. Or perhaps it's telling you that you're stressing yourself out too much with whatever you're doing and you need to step away from it. Or maybe you don't involve yourself in that scenario anymore and try to remove that from your life. It's a sign, it's a signal. It's not something that we should just power through because we're ignoring the sign and signal. And then what's going to happen is that the sign and signal is going to become stronger. And if we ignore our headache, so you might have a hunger headache and we haven't eaten in 16 hours because we're busy with work, and then it comes off as a hunger headache and we're like, all right, I'm just going to power through, I'm just going to have an energy drink and boom, I can just keep on going, yay. And then what happens after that is we start getting dizzy, we start getting anxious, our heart starts beating really fast, or we start getting sleepy, or we start getting really, really tired and cranky, and we start getting hangry. And it's just gonna kind of starts keep on escalating. It keeps on escalating over and over and over again until you listen to your body, until you faint because you haven't eaten in days, whatever it might be, right? Of course, hopefully you'll listen to your body before that and have something to eat, even an energy bar, for God's sake, before you power through again, right? But unfortunately, as I said, most of us don't listen to these signs and signals, and I'm including myself in that. So don't even think that I'm just saying, oh, I'm perfect. No, I do this as well. I do not listen to the signs and signals that the body is telling me, or my mind is sending me, or my anxiety or my emotions are sending me. And I'm just like, yeah, no, I don't have time to listen to this right now. I'm busy. I'm busy making a video. I don't have time to listen to my anxiety. I'm busy writing stuff. I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. And so I use my busyness as an excuse not to actually pay attention to the reality of things, right? Of course, that's actually absolutely useless and absolutely wrong and not useful in the general scheme of things. But what I'm trying to say is that how about we start using these signs and signals as a sign and signal, like pay attention to them for God's sake. I mean, they're there for a reason. A lot of times what happens with our anxiety is that it's trying to tell us something. I think I've done a video about this in the past, but I really want to emphasize this again, is that your anxiety is trying to tell you something. A lot of times, what it's trying to tell you is that you're on the verge of exhaustion, of energy depletion, which is very dangerous for an INFJ, or of burnout. And that's actually extremely important for us to pay attention to, because if we don't, then we're going to burn out. And then you guys know what happens when we burn out is that we are completely useless for a week, 2 weeks, a month, and we're not able to do anything, we're not able to contribute in any way, and we start getting depressed about life, and we start hating ourselves and things like that. And it's a very negative spiral of depression and negativity that you don't want to get into. Right? I never want to get into it again, ever. And so notice your signals and signs. Notice them, understand yourself, understand what your signs and signals are. Every person, every body signs or signals differently. For example, my sister, when she gets anxious, she starts getting digestive issues. My mother, when she starts getting anxious, she starts getting heart pain. My brother, when he gets anxious, he isolates himself and runs away from everything. When I get anxious, I hide in my room and I start doing a lot of work. Like I think I use work as a way of getting away from reality. And so everyone uses a different form of, has a different kind of signaling system. Every body, every mind knows their person properly. And they're like, all right, this is what's going to work best for her. So this is what I'm going to use, right? And so notice what your sign and signal is. Like, look at yourself, learn about yourself, watch yourself, observe yourself, because you are your own worst critic and worst and best observer. No one else is going to know you better. So watch yourself. Notice the next time you get anxiety. What's happening? What's going on around you? Why are you feeling this way? What is your anxiety trying to tell you? What is it trying to tell you to run away from, to run towards? Is it that you're hungry? Is it that you're thirsty? Is it that you haven't had a sip of water in the last 16 hours? Is it that you don't like being around this particular person because their energy is off? Is it that, you haven't had a drip of sunshine in the last 3 days and you really need to go out and get some sunshine? Whatever it is, like, figure it out for yourself, watch yourself, figure out what it is for you, and then know that that is your signal and sign for the rest of eternity. It might change a little bit here and there, but mostly it stays pretty much consistent, because the body and the mind knows that if it sends the same signals over and over again, perhaps you'll learn. It is smart, and it knows, or it thinks you're smart too, and thinks that if it sends you the same signal over and over again, you won't ignore it, and you'll actually be like, all right, cool, it's the same signal. All right, I think I know what I need to do now. If we were conscious beings and we didn't have all these distractions like the internet and the phone and all that, in the past, I'm sure we were much more cognizant of these signs and signals, and we listen to our body. But right now, obviously, we have many distractions. We have clutter. We have a billion bits of information coming at us in all different directions. So it's harder to listen to these directions, to these signals, right? And so the point is that we need to slow down a little bit and be like, all right, what is my sign and signal? What happens to me when I get anxious? Or what does my body do when I get anxious? Does my heart start beating really fast? Or do I get a sore throat? Sometimes in the past, when I would get anxious, my throat would become really sore and I would get a cough. And that was a sign for me that I'm pushing myself too hard and I need to slow myself down a bit, right? And so what is your sign of signal? Is it like that you get a headache, or like do you stop breathing and you're like, you start feeling like your chest is tight? Or do you start feeling like you're feeling a lack of something? Do you start feeling like you want to numb yourself by eating a lot of sugar or going online shopping? There's 100 billion thousand ways of doing this, right? Everyone has a unique way of distracting themselves. Everyone has a unique way of showing themselves that things are going the wrong way. And so what we need to do, as I said, is to use our anxiety, our body's intelligence, and the signs and signals it sends us as a sign and signal. Like, don't ignore it. Don't be like, I'm just going to power through it, or don't be like, I hate my body because it just holds me back. It doesn't hold you back. If you treat it properly, it'll boost your energy and get you further and further and further. And so listen to it, pay attention to it, figure out what it is for yourself. Everyone is different. What I do for my anxiety is not going to be the same as you, and what signal I get from my anxiety or from my emotions is not going to be the same as you. So I'm not going to talk about my particular signals, but listen to yourself, as I said. Learn about yourself. Learn about your body's signal. Learn about your body's consciousness. Where does it go? How does it do it? What kind of signals does it use? What kind of temperament does it use? What kind of emotions does it use? I know for myself, when I start getting really angry about things, like, everything irks me. Like, even a fruit in a bowl will hurt me. Oh my God, I hate that orange. It's ugly and it's disgusting, and I hate everything, and I hate the sunshine. And normally I love everything kind of person. So if I notice that I'm getting into this mode of I hate everything and I hate everyone and I hate the sunshine and I hate the trees. I never hate the trees. I love trees. I know that it's a sign that I'm pushing myself too much. I'm overdoing it. I am overworking myself perhaps, or I am not paying attention to my body, or I haven't eaten enough. That's usually a lot of times what it is. Or I haven't drank enough water, or I haven't been getting enough rest. And so I know when I start getting this way that I need to stop. I need to slow down, go for a walk, eat something, take care of myself, be kind to myself, and then come back to work after that, right? Or go for a whole day or half a day without work and just relax and chill out. And so that's how I know. Like, I've observed myself a lot, and I know a lot of the different signs and signals that my body sends me. And so as soon as it happens, I'm like, all right, shoot, all right, yes, I haven't been doing it properly. I need to pay attention. Go and do what you need to do, kind of thing. And so again, as I said, please pay attention to yourself. You are your own observer. You know yourself best. No one is going to know better than you. Pay attention to what's going on within you. Pay attention to your signs and signals. Figure them out. Write them down somewhere, or know what's going on. And then the next time it comes up, then you know. that this is something that's happening. I need to start paying attention to it. I did this wrong. I need to fix this, or whatever it might be that you need to do in order to fix that scenario. If you haven't eaten enough, go eat something. If you have been paying too much attention to a toxic person, then step back, step away from that person, or remove that person from your life. If you've been spending way too much time indoors and not enough outdoors in the sunshine, go for a walk or go to nature. There's 100 different ways to transform yourself or transform your physiology and psychology. But you need to figure that out for yourself so that you know when that sign hits, okay, boom, this is the sign. I need to go do something about it, right? Don't power through it. Do not power through it. Really, seriously, I'm not even joking. I hate that when people do that. Anyways, I hope this makes sense. I hope I was able to convince you of this so that you will not power through things. Again, if you have any questions about this, please message me or comment below and I shall reply to you in video format. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being on my channel. I really appreciate the support and I shall see you the next time around. Bye for now.